When they say river, from the river to the sea, that's wipe out the state of Israel. Yeah. They're supporting genocide.
Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu speaks openly in an almost 1 hour sit-down interview with Dr. Phil, beginning with atrocities that occurred on October 7th.
And these people are particularly brutal and savage. I mean, what they did on October 7th is incredible. They murdered innocent men and women. They raped women and beheaded them. They burned babies alive. They took hostages.
To the chaos happening across American college campuses.
First of all, you have a lot of ignorant people there whose, I'm sorry to say, whose sense of history at best goes back to breakfast, not even that. Okay, they don't have the faintest clue what Hamas is.
Netanyahu says Israel has been tasked with the hardest obstacle of dealing with thousands of terrorists who embed themselves among civilians. He says no other army faces something this difficult, and he says they go through extreme measures to give up the element of surprise to warn civilians of attacks ahead of time.
Contrary to everything you read in the mainstream media, the ratio of civilians killed to terrorists killed in that Gaza war is perhaps the smallest it's been in any urban battle in modern history.
In a recent interview, President Joe Biden explains his reasoning behind halting a shipment of offensive military aid to Israel.
Civilians have been killed in Gaza as a consequence of those bombs and other ways in which they go after population centers. And I made it clear that if they go into Rafah, they haven't gone into Rafah yet. If they go into Rafah, I'm not supplying the weapons that have been used historically to deal with Rafah.
The Israeli military began its operation in northern Gaza and has proceeded south. Rafah, which is along Gaza's southern border with Egypt, is the last remaining place Israel has yet to conduct operations.
I've known Joe Biden for many years, so 40 years and more. We often had our agreements, but we've had our disagreements. We've been able to overcome them. I hope we can overcome them now.
Netanyahu said he will do whatever it takes to protect his country and its future.